This is sort of late reviews. Enjoy.
Hello, Jurassic fans and Jurassic collectors alike. My name is Jacob, and welcome back to another sort of late review. Where today we are doing it on not one, not two, not three, and not four. Actually, yes, four. Sorry, no, four. We're doing them in four. And those dinosaurs are Dino Rivals, Savage Strike Plesiosaurus, the Jurassic World Primal Attack Savage Strike Sauropelta, the Jurassic World Primal Attack Siats Meekerorum. Meekerorum. What? I thought it said I can't say it anymore. I had it and I started saying it, and now I can't say it at all. Siats Meekerorum. I kept saying it like that, but it's Meekerorum. Maybe I should actually read the box. And the Jurassic World Primal Attack Camp Cretaceous Epic Roarin Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, without further ado, let's actually get these guys down to reviewing. So, first one up we're going to do is the Dino Rivals Plesiosaurus. This guy was found at Walmart. It's been quite a while since I found a Plesiosaur. This was actually the first time I've ever seen one in the store, so of course I had to pick it up. So right up front you get your Jurassic World logo with your picture right underneath it showing off what this dinosaur does when you push the button. Your Jurassic World T-Rex logo in the background there. Dino Rivals at the bottom, your T-Rex, your Triceratops, Owen Grady, Savage Strike, Plesiosaurus. On the side of the box you get your Jurassic World logo, and on the other side you get your Dino Rivals logo, and on the back side you get Savage Strike, you get Plesiosaur paddling action when you push down on the button, your collector card right there, your other ones that you can collect being blue, another Velociraptor, which actually on mine doesn't sit like that, it sits down more, Dilophosaurus, and Stygimoloch. So without further ado, let's get this guy out of its packaging. So here it is, your Savage Strike Plesiosaurus. This is the same, if not this is identical, if not the same, as the Battle Damage Plesiosaur that came out alongside the Dino Rivals line. The only thing different maybe is the pattern on the back of the Plesiosaur here. But before we go into paint and all that, let's go through articulation. So first up you get these flippers that you can rotate. They can do a full 360 and they do it on all the fins. So you get these back ones that also rotate as well. You also get the tail that moves, unlike your Battle Damage, which doesn't move at all. When I first opened this thing up, I was like, whoa, the tail actually moves? That's crazy. I didn't realize that the tail actually moved. I thought I broke it at first because it bent. It was bent downwards, and I'm like, oh, did I break it? But no, it actually bends, so I'm kind of surprised that it would actually bend. You get articulation right here at the neck. You get up and down movement, just like the Battle Damage one. And also right here, you get rotation. So you can rotate the Plesiosaur's head. You also get the up and down movement. And then, obviously, you get the open mouth. And that's pretty much it for articulation. The paint job for this guy, I don't know the exact color for it. It's... yes, yellow-white. And then you've got your dark blue, almost black, going across in the pattern on his back, his or her back, you also get the yellow, right, that's yellow, yellow painted eye with no painted pupil, because that's just the background color of the pattern of the Plesiosaur. In the mouth you get your pink tongue, pink gums, and then your white painted teeth. And obviously, the only thing left for this guy is the Savage Strike feature, which is a giant button right here on the back that when you push it, it makes the dinosaur go paddle. That's what it does. It paddles. So I guess it just whacks its fish to death, or it whacks its prey to death. Because why would this otherwise be considered a Savage Strike if all it does is paddle? So the only thing I can assume is it just whacks its fish to death. Prey. But anyway, I have the battle damage one as well. This one was picked up at Ross. This one was picked up at Walmart. Completely different designs. Well, they're the same body, but on their backs they're a bit different. Same positioning, same flippers, same necks. It's just the same molded dinosaur with just the added battle damage or Savage Strike feature. This tail does not move, unlike this one, which actually does move. So that's, other than that, the only difference. The faces are the same. The paint on this one looks better than this one. Articulation's the same. So here you have your Plesiosaurus. So we're going to set them kind of off to the side. You'll see the heads peeking out through the side there. Next one up on our list, wherever I put him, I think he's back here. Aha! The Primal Attack Sauropelta Savage Strike. So this guy picked up at Target as well. No. Yes, Target. This one was picked up at Target. Right off the bat on the box, you get your Jurassic World logo right there, the beautiful enclosure background, the arrows telling you where to move the dinosaur's tail. You also get at the bottom your product shot of the Sauropelta doing its features, Savage Strike, Sauropelta, Blue, and Owen Grady sitting right there. On the side of the box, you get your Jurassic World logo. On the other side, you get another Jurassic World logo, not Primal Attack. On the back of the box, you get Jurassic World, you get Sauropelta, Savage Strike, the product shot of it moving, and Spike Strike is what this guy does. Your other ones being, or the other dinosaurs you can collect are a Charlie, Blue, and Tapijara. One dinosaur included. Who would have thunk it? Anyway, that's pretty much everything you get for the packaging. So let's get this guy out of it. So here is the Savage Strike Primal Attack Sauropelta opened up and out of its packaging. And right off the bat, it's two colors. No. Well, yes, it's pretty much two colors, but no, that's not what I'm going to say. Off the bat, this guy is actually something brand new. No Savage Strike feature we've witnessed before. This is the first ever new feature. Very weird looking dinosaur. So obviously that's another thing I saw, is that it's weird. It's a weird looking dinosaur. Articulation's pretty much the same on everything. You get the outward arm movement here, and then they also rotate. Don't think they can go full 360, but they can rotate. The back legs here, you can move back because they're sitting in that position in the packaging. And you also get, they do have the outward movement as well. And for the head, actually, there are 2 points of articulation right here in the head. Well, 3, but one of them is the feature. So right here in the head, you get a cut right here and a cut right here. So holding this part, you get head movement. I don't know how close I can get, but you can get that kind of rotation there in the head. You kind of get it moving back and forth. Again, I don't know how well you can tell on camera. I'm sitting pretty far away. You also get that movement right here on the Sauropelta as well as back and forth movement. Paint job for this guy is actually done really, really well. These spikes, however, are a different piece. The ones in the neck are painted on, which actually are painted well. Yes. For the head, you've got the yellow painted eyes with actual pupils this time. I don't think a dinosaur would have red irises, red pupils. He's got black for the beak. It's an all gray dinosaur with the red on top. You get a little bit of red dotting, red splotches on the edge of the tail. Kind of get more of that red splatting spots going on the belly, or on the sides, and on the leg as well. Other than that, you also get the Savage Strike feature, which on mine, it does sometimes struggle. The mechanics feel like they will eventually break, but it still does what it's supposed to do. But anyway, you take the tail, holding him right here. You push it to this side. Push it to that side. It just swings back and forth. And I'm trying to show you, because it won't do it this way for some reason. Oh, it kind of does. There we go. So when you move the tail, it swings its other half of the body. The only thing weird about it is that the arms are moving as well. So if you have it sitting here on the table, you can't really get it to Savage Strike. It's very I don't know how you would be able to. Besides, like, putting him up on his hind legs. But there is no other way you can make it do that Savage Strike feature, which is awkward. The only thing is that a kid would have to hold it like that and then do this. But other than that, it's just a weird Savage Strike feature. It's a good one. It's a good one. Haven't seen it, but it's just very awkward. Like, where are you going to put your hands? And it just... Anyway, the other Primal Attack Savage Strike is this Tappy Jar right here. And so, just to get a little bit of comparison between these two, a little bit of size difference. Let's see. Actually, I should show you from this end. Those are two Savage Strike dinosaurs. So we're going to kind of put these, even though they're not the star of the show, the Sauropelta and the Plesiosaurus. Anyway, moving on to the next one, we have the Siats Meekerorum. I'm going to say Siats. I don't want to keep butchering the last name, or the second part of the name, so I'm just going to say Siats. So much like the Sauropelta packaging, Jurassic World logo, Primal Attack, actually this one has Primal Attack logo right here, not the Sauropelta. Feature, showing off what this dinosaur can do, showing off the button, and then the twisting of the arrows. The product shot of the Siats right there. Siats Meekerorum. I said it better this time. Massive biters. You got Blue and Owen right there. On the side of the box, you get Primal Attack. On the other side, you get Jurassic World. And on the back of the box, you get Massive Biters, Jurassic World logo, Siats, Thrash and Chomp, twisting of the arrows, and then the movement of the dinosaur positioning arrows, Primal Attack, and the other ones being, or the other ones you can collect are the Sarcosuchus and Tarbosaurus. I have almost all of them. I just need to get that Tarbosaurus. Found this one at Target as well as the Tarbosaurus, but I picked this guy up and the Sauropelta because, well, because I wanted to. Tarbosaurus is everywhere. I can get a Tarbosaurus. I only found one Siats and one Sauropelta, so I just picked them up there. Anyway, without further ado, let's get this guy out of the packaging. Here is your Siats Meekerorum. So right off the bat, I love the paint job. I love the way this thing looks. It just reminds me of an Indominus Rex while not being an Indominus Rex. I love all the bumps and the spikes and just the way that this dinosaur looks. It just, I don't know, I guess it's just the way that it looks and the paint job that makes it unique in a way. Well, every dinosaur is unique in their own. But anyway, articulation wise, you get both feet move. And they have different points of positioning. So you get 1 there, you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Geez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5, sorry. 1, 2, 3, yeah, you get 5. So they all lock in a different position. You can kind of see it kind of clicking into place there. So that's for the legs. You can move them individually, I would assume, but I wouldn't try it because there is a potential that they could break. You also get arm movement here. You got the in and out. Like every other dinosaur, you get in and out movement in the arms as well as rotation as well. The feet do the ankle tilting, not tilting, the ankle rotations, both of them do. So there you have that as well. This dinosaur, however, does not have the in and out leg movement. These spikes are all in different parts. It is not painted on, it's not molded on. They're different molds set for this figure specifically. Everything else on this thing is pretty much, there's no other articulation besides the tail and the head. Paint job, you get this dark blue running from the top all the way down to here. There. And it kind of just stripes along the side of the dinosaur, much like someone just poured a bucket of paint over this guy and the paint kind of just dribbled off on the sides of the dinosaur. You also get this gray paint too, which, I don't know, I think it fits. This yellow-orange dinosaur with the blue paint and the gray paint, it fits well for this guy. You get some of that gray striping right here on the side of the leg, as well as the end of the tail. And what Mattel does is that when they finish here on the cut, they actually continue that on the other side so it matches up. So that's good. I like that. And same here for the leg as well. You kind of get some of that gray continuing on, connecting with the cuts between the tail, or from the body of the dinosaur and the leg of the dinosaur. Painted toes doesn't go underneath, but you do get painted claws. Sorry, not toes, you get the painted claws. The eye is painted green with the blue background of the head. Inside of the mouth you got molded pink plastic, painted tongue, which is painted pink, and it's actually textured. The teeth are all painted white, and I think that's pretty much all for paint job. There's really nothing else paint-wise on this guy. So of course, being a massive biter, this guy, you have to grab him by the tail, and you get the twisting motion. This is pretty much all you get from the Siats. You just get this twisting motion here. You don't really get anything else like you do with the Sarco. You also do get the button on the back here, which when you push it, has the biting feature. Now this guy actually has a strong bite. I feel like that it's got a strong bite compared to the Sarco. So that's the benefits the Siats has, is that it has a pretty strong bite. I like the mechanics in this guy. Everything works well. It's all smooth. Yeah, the biting feature is smooth. That's what I meant to say. It's got a really smooth motion, really smooth bite, and you can get kind of any position you want for this Siats. So also along with the massive biters, I did review the Sarcosuchus. So here it is with the Sarco. So they pretty much are even in length. I don't know if you could tell on camera, but they are pretty much even in length. I believe the Siats is just a tad bit longer at the snout. The Sarco, like I said, that you only get the twisting motion for the Siats here. The Sarco, you kind of get this back and forth movement. You can't really get that for the Siats here. You just get this twisting motion, which is fine. It's still a great feature. I love the features of the Primal Tech line. I think they're the best ones that we've got so far. But there is two massive biter dinosaurs. Sarcosuchus with not much of a great chomp, whereas the Siats has got, like, you can hear that snap shut. On the Sarco, you can't really, fairly, but you can definitely hear that. So getting these guys off to the side, the final dinosaur that I will be reviewing today is none other than the brand new Jurassic World Primal Attack Camp Cretaceous Epic Roarin Tyrannosaurus Rex. Packaging is completely different than your regular Primal Attack line. You get your Jurassic World logo, which is actually in this wooden, like a cabin almost. That's pretty much what I would resemble, because camp. It's when you think of camp, you think of cabins and stuff like that, or tents, whatever floats your boat. So you get this kind of wooden cutout of a Jurassic World logo. You get Camp Cretaceous right there. Primal Attack. The background is just looks like it's in Endor. Doesn't really look like a campsite. Just looks like Endor with a building. In my opinion, it doesn't. Anyway, you get the roar back there for the T-Rex's feature. You also get this little cutout of the product shot of the T-Rex, and then the button with a little arrow pointing at it. It looks like a clock. You get the little Wi-Fi symbol. It's the sound noise. And in the other corner, you get Netflix, an original series. A Netflix original series, so this is a Netflix show. On the front, you get your 3 product shots of Chomp, Thrash, and Epic Roar. Epic Roarin, Tyrannosaurus Rex right there on the front. And then you get your kids, and then your Toro, Carnotaurus, your CG rendered Toro. 100%, one of these kids is probably going to be named Alex. You've got 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 100%, not 100%, maybe not 100%, maybe 80%. One of these guys is probably going to be named Alex. I don't know about the chicks. There's a bunch of names that these can be. Maybe Sophia. I don't know. The names could be out. I just never saw them. On the back, or on the sides of the box, actually, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, and then you get the other 3 kids along with Bumpy, and then on the other side, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. And on the back of the packaging, you get Epic Roarin, once again, with your product shot of the T-Rex doing its epic roaring action. Tyrannosaurus Rex, Chomp, Thrash, and then your little included 1 maze and 1 sticker sheet. And then Camp Cretaceous, Jurassic World in the other top. And then in the other corner, your other dinosaur you can get is Toro. So without further ado, let's get this one out of the packaging as well. And you can open them up on the bottom, but you know me, I always like to put them back in the packaging, so... Plus, there is no point in putting that down there if you have to end up ripping the box open to just get the maze and the sticker sheet. But anyway, here is the Epic Roarin Tyrannosaurus Rex from Camp Cretaceous. Now already this guy has more of a detailed look. It is probably the best detailed T-Rex we have gotten. It's got more depth to it. The wrinkles and ridges and scars and bumps all pop out more compared to the other Tyrannosaurs, which are kind of smoothed out a bit. This one has got more wrinklage in it. Much like the Bite and Fight and Thrash and Throw T-Rex mixture right here of colorization, you get your light brown fading into a sort of darker brown, and then the dark brown going along the tail. Dark brown, kind of a lighter brown, and then the light brown right underneath. The toes right here are painted. Do they go under? Yes, they do. They do go under. Come on, Mattel. You did so well with the other ones with just the slits. Don't make that. That's yucky. They do have, or it does have a little, like, fabric thing over it. Don't know why, but if it's just to cover up the speaker to make it not look so ugly, why couldn't they make it just the same color? So it's not... Anyway, the tail does seem kind of short, much like the other Tyrannosaurs. It just looks kind of skinny. A little skinny, scrawny one. The head, however, I actually like the teeth on this one much better than the other Tyrannosaurs, which is kind of like all clumped together in one mold, whereas this one looks like it's been individually molded together, which I like that. Again, all of the detail on this is more, I guess, vibrant. It pops out more. It's not as smooth as your other, say, the Bite and Fight Tyrannosaurus, since I have this guy with me. You can kind of see that the detail on this guy kind of pops out more than, say, the bite and fight right here. So you can see kind of and then I don't know how well how close I can get. This is as close as I can get the scarring. You can see it pops out more on this guy. But we're gonna compare that one in a second. We're gonna go through articulation. This guy gets 1, 2, 3, 4 points of, 3, but I counted the first one as 1, and then 2, then 3, then 4. It goes 1, 2, 3, but you get that. You also get the arm movements. These don't rotate whatsoever. They just move back and forth. You get the ankle movement as well. And a lot of people have been saying that the ankle kind of moves out of position. Like if they try to stick it forward, it kind of just slowly moves back to the original position. You can fix that if you just leave it sitting in the middle for a long period of time. It will eventually stay in that position. It's got to get used to staying in that position, I guess. Other than that, you do get your rotation of the tail, much like all of your primal attack figures. You get this rotation, and that's as far as it goes. You get that side, then you get this side, and then kind of get some wiggle movements here, so you can kind of get this guy moving all about. And you have a downward one, I guess, if you want a downward kind of moving T-Rex. Kind of get that movement all about. And then obviously the button, which we will get into in just a second. We're actually going to do the comparisons now, or the one comparison. So let's actually shut them out. Oh, you can also see on the teeth. You can see how this one's all molded in one piece, whereas this one looks more individually molded. The feet also look all smooth, whereas this one looks more rough. Everything pops out more on this guy. Can't say that enough. Size-wise, actually, the bite and fight is actually longer. Yeah, it's longer at the snout and longer at the tail. But the extreme chomping, or the epic roaring, is taller than the bite and fight here. Arms are different. I think these are just thrash and throw arms, just depthified. But everything else on this dinosaur is pretty much brand new molded dinosaur. I didn't say this before, but the eyes are painted well. It looks like it's looking directly at you, and that's what we want in a T-Rex. Nothing to, like, one looking that way and one looking straight forward. Not a chameleon, it's a T-Rex. But anyway, you want the feature, so here's the feature. There's a button right back here. When you push it, you get that whole thing. And this, I don't know. It's a cool feature, don't get me wrong, but I think that the head of the T-Rex kind of shakes too quickly. Oh, you also get a rubber tongue, and this is like very, very rubbery. It's not like your regular extreme chomping or anything like that, and you can also move it. Like you can put it in that position, or you can put it down in that position, if you so desire. But I just feel like that the head kind of shakes too quickly. I feel like shaking it a bit slower could have been a little bit better. I still don't understand I really don't understand the shaking of the head either. I don't see the purpose in it. I guess it's to resemble it, roaring and the vibrations in the neck and the head, whatever. It probably has something to do with that. But why is that battery compartment so big? I was gonna say this dinosaur contains the 3 LR40. 3 AA. You're telling me that this dinosaur contains 3 AA batteries now instead of your regular button ones? Why? Is it because of Is it because of that? Why would it need 3 AA batteries? Why couldn't they do the little button ones? Because all the other dinosaurs that they've released all contain the little LR44 button batteries, 3 of them. This one contains 3 AA batteries for some reason. I guess it has to do with the shaking of the head, but it's a cool feature, don't get me wrong, but it's just, it moves too. I just feel like it just moves too quick. But you can also get that whole thing going on. I didn't talk about the roars. The roars are overlapping each other throughout each roar. Like, listen to this one. They kind of overlap, but they do kind of follow through too. That one kind of overlaps, and then I think there's only 3. That one's just a straight roar, but they one of them or 2 of them kind of overlap each other, which it's okay. I'm not too fussed about that at all. One thing also, if you just, it doesn't shake its head, but if you hold the button down, you get the shaking of the head. Who'da thunk it? And if you barely push down the button, it still shakes its head like it's having a stroke. Anyway, I already did this comparison, but there is your epic Roarin T-Rex, your Siats Meekerorum, Red Rum, your Sauropelta, and your Savage Strike Plesiosaurus. These, one of them was picked up at Walmart, the other ones were picked up at Target. So when you have a chance, get this guy. And when I did go to Target, there was no Super Colossal Indominus Rex. It was just this epic Roarin T-Rex. So I'm still kind of glad I got this guy. And I think that's pretty much everything I have to say. This is 4-in-1 Jurassic World Primal Attack / Dino Rivals review. I really don't have anything else to say. Worth buying? Yes. Definitely. Sauropelta? Yeah, it's unique. It's a different, weird looking dinosaur. So yeah. And then Savage Strike, because it's kind of a hard to find one. Definitely get this one as well. Eventually, along the lines of my channel, I will eventually have the Super Colossal Indominus Rex right here on this table. But as for right now, this is the epic Roarin Tyrannosaurus Rex. The main show. The main one that everybody wants to see. No one really wants to see a Siats or a Sauropelta or Plesiosaur. Everyone wants to see this hunk of junk right, or hunk of beauty right here. It's not junk. It's not junk. But anyway, this is Jacob saying, buy more dinosaurs, buy more humans, buy more vehicles, and buy more playsets to create your Jurassic World experience. One last thing, you guys. One thing I forgot. The scan codes for these guys, I will post pictures on them because I've completely forgot to do them in the video. They won't scan, or it won't focus, so I'll just post the pictures of the scan codes during the review of the specific dinosaur if you guys so need it. If you do scan the foot on the epic Roarin T-Rex, it does show up on the app and you can read the facts or whatever, but as soon as you exit out of it, it's just gone. You can't go back and see the T-Rex again. You have to rescan the dinosaur, and when you do, it does say previously scanned, but it doesn't even show up in the primal attack line. Don't know why that is, but hopefully they eventually fix it. Anyway, that was just a little message. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.